Mithun's optional is public administration. He did B Pharmacy from Kakatiya University, Warangal. His hobbies include meditation and reading mythology books.
Yes, sir.
Mithun, if you are interested in meditation and reading mythology books, why didn't you take philosophy or some such thing as an optional? Why public administration?
Sir, I am interested in meditation and mythology as my hobby. But when I inquired before entering into the civil services, which optional to take, then when I inquired my friends and the seniors, they said, take the optional which gives more marks. Take the optional which can give you, which is easy to understand.
Okay. It was easy and scoring. But was it useful also? For
Yes, sir.
example, study of public administration, does it help a person to become a better administrator?
Yes, sir. Definitely, it can help the person to become better administrator.
How?
For example, one of the thinker which we study in public administration is MP Foley, Mary Parker Foley, who teaches for the constructive conflict. There are conflicts in the administration, there are conflicts in the organization. But when an administrator or a leader is dealing with this conflict, that conflict should give a constructive thing rather than a destructive thing. So cooperative things should happen. Cooperate with the other view, respect the
You
view,
mean conflict can be constructive?
should be constructive.
Can you give any example? For example, subordinate, okay, a driver did not come that day
Yes, sir.
and he is lying regarding why he did not come.
Yes, sir.
So you couldn't go to work.
Yes, sir.
That is a conflict.
Yes, sir.
So tell me, is it a constructive conflict or a destructive conflict, and how do you resolve?
Sir, it is a conflict, but the solving that conflict should be in a constructive manner. We have to
Tell me how you solve it.
we have to think why that driver is lying in the first case. If he is lying, what are the reasons for that lie? Whether he is feeling more pressure, whether he is not liking to do the driver job, whether he is fit for some other job. So this, when we think of these things, rather than thinking that why he is lying, so I should punish him, it will not create any change in that person. So
Wow. You mean you use conflict to solve a problem.
yes, sir.
Okay. Do you consider corruption also as a case of conflict?
Yes, sir. I consider corruption is also a case of conflict. It is a conflict between economy and personal relations. When I
Means?
person is giving more importance to the economy rather than ensuring better relations with the person who he is coming for the service.
His money instead of service.
Yes, sir.
But there is a conflict in himself.
That is a conflict in himself and
In
at the
himself.
same.
So suppose you are superior, your subordinate is corrupt.
Yes, sir.
So what will you do to solve it?
Sir, as an administrator, as a superior, I will ensure proper checks are there at the ground level, at the subordinate level, so that corruption is not asked immediately. But in the long term, I will ensure there is proper sensitivity training to that person, to the subordinate, so that he will not look for the corruption. What are the reasons for the corruption? Whether the money, whether the salary which is given to him is not sufficient, or whether there is more greed to that person. When I,
Tell me, between checks and sensitivity training,
Yes.
which do you think is more important?
it is the sensitivity training which is more important than checks, sir.
Why? Can you train a person to be so sensitive that without checks he will not be corrupt?
Sir,
Or checks should be there and then sensitivity training may help?
checks can be there, checks may be there, but sensitivity training will help in the long term.
Can be there, may be there, or should be there?
It can be there, sir. But without checks also,
Why do you say it should not be there? Why don't you say it should be there?
sir, in my opinion, checks are like a carrot and stick approach. Stick approach. I don't believe in the stick approach. I believe in the person should change from inside rather than from external sources.
But changing so many people from their inside is very, very difficult.
Yes, as you said, it is difficult, but it is not unachievable, sir.
You mean to say, can you change bureaucrats in such a way that they won't be corrupt?
If proper training, given an opportunity, if proper training is done, not at the level of bureaucrat level, it cannot be changed in 1 year or 2 years, sir. But it should come from the society itself, from the parents, from the school education.
So if education is fine, then there won't be any corruption.
Sorry, sir, I couldn't answer completely yes or no for this question.
Okay, fine. What does Mithun mean?
Sir, Mithun means a zodiac sign which has both wife and husband.
Okay. As?
A couple, a wife and husband combinedly called as Mithun.
Tell me, is introducing meditation in an office a good idea? Use your public administration and also your experience with meditation.
Yes, sir. In my opinion, meditation is a good idea. If you allow me, I will give an example. Dr. Sridharan, the metro man who has played a very crucial role in Delhi Metro, before recruiting, he has a plan for training the employees in Bhagavad Gita for every daily 1 hour before during the training.
Praying Bhagavad Gita.
No, reading Bhagavad Gita.
Oh.
So that people will develop some kind of.
But how can he impose Bhagavad Gita on others? It will be treated as a Hindu scripture.
I'm not sure whether he is imposing Bhagavad Gita, but
Okay.
I have seen that people will read Bhagavad Gita. Maybe there are other holy books
But
also.
he is reading Bhagavad Gita meditation.
No, reading Bhagavad Gita is not meditation, but people will introspect among themselves when they read Bhagavad Gita, these kind of holy books. And meditation, as you asked the first question, whether meditation will help or not, meditation will definitely help because it gives a chance for the person to self-introspect. It is said that when we win over ourselves, then we can win over the world. So it is.
Meditation, you mean meditation helps winning over oneself?
Yes, sir.
How?
We can observe our thoughts.
Okay.
When we observe our thoughts, we can judge whether this thought is good or that particular thought is good. Through this introspection, then we can overcome some of the negative thoughts. When we overcome the negative thoughts, then we can remain with positive.
Is it possible there is difference between introspection and meditation?
Yes, sir, there is a difference between introspection and meditation. There are different kinds of meditation. Mindfulness meditation is something which we think about the thoughts and we will let them pass on. And there is other kind of meditation which is just relaxation, just observing the breath, chanting some mantra, So that when we think about the breath, then we don't think about any other thoughts. Initially thoughts may come, but after a certain period of time thoughts will stop.
What is it that you do?
So I do mixture, sir. I observe my thoughts whenever I am getting angry. I will take few breaths and I will observe myself. And sometimes I do chantings also.
Tell me, what do you call mythology? Why is something called mythology?
Sir, I don't know exact meaning of mythology, but mythology in my opinion is myth,
Hmm.
which doesn't have any historical uh, empirical evidence, but it is said in the form of myth.
Okay, you mean to say Mahabharata and you consider them as mythologies, right?
Yes, sir.
You mean to say they don't have any empirical correlation at all?
There is no empirical correlation in terms of history.
I don't think Ramayana Mahabharata ever happened.
No, sir. As per my knowledge, as per the
They have never happened. You must have studied in history that something happened, something must be related to Mahabharata.
no, sir. I did not study as a history Mahabharata and Ramayana. I studied it as a literature subject in Telugu and English.
You don't know particular kind of pottery is associated with Mahabharata, another kind of pottery with Ramayana. And historians think that Ramayana, Mahabharata took place first and then Ramayana came later. You have not studied anything.
No, sir. I
So
did not
mythology to you is pure myth.
study. Yes, sir. Which gives a kind of
Can freedom struggle be a mythology after many centuries or after some centuries?
no, sir. It cannot be a mythology after many centuries because there is a solid timeline proof. Every event is documented with time. But in Mahabharata, it is said that 3000 years back, but exact time is not known.
There may be time, but lot of exaggeration can take place. So mythology can depend on some few facts and lot of exaggeration.
Yes.
So
It
some
can
such exaggeration is possible about freedom struggle also.
Yes, sir. If all the documentation, clear documentation is gone, maybe after many centuries, it can be thought, as said by Albert Einstein also when Mahatma Gandhi died. He said that after few centuries, people will never
not
believe that
believe.
Mahatma Gandhi is existed in blood and flesh.
Okay, last question, Mithun. From your observations on Warangal district,
Yes, sir.
can you choose one scheme of government and tell me how you can improve?
Sir, I would go with Swachh Bharat scheme, which is
Tell me
happening.
how is it implemented in the city of Warangal?
So to my knowledge, it is getting implemented successfully because from the past 5 years, I have seen a lot of changes in Warangal city, Hanmakonda and Warangal city.
Is
It
it
is very-
open defecation free now?
Yes, sir. It is Warangal district has been awarded as open defecation free also.
It has been awarded, but is it really like that? Because we learned that it is awarded, but after that,
Yes, sir.
it gets back to its old habits.
From past 5 years, I haven't seen any news that there is open defecation, but there are other problems are there regarding Swachh
No,
Bharat.
but as an observer in the city, haven't you seen that?
No, sir, I haven't seen open defecation in Warangal.
So it means it is a reasonably successful program.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So Rahul, what's your observation? I don't know. He is using I don't know. Sometimes you come early to I don't know. Now I can tell you this interview is so many times better than the interview you gave last time. I was really shocked by that interview. How you could be so bad. And you got poor score. This interview is so much better. Taking time, and after seeing the level of difficulty, I don't know. That's all. In fact, he improved on yours. As if he went through the same experience and then improved using this lesson. So, give an insightful answer in the first place. That's what he attempts. Take time, give an insightful answer in the first place. And then, when the conversation rises, when you see the need to I don't know, say I don't know, then you say it. And remember, I don't know can be said in variety of ways. I haven't thought in this direction. Okay, this question is difficult to answer. I only did this much. Maybe that's possible. These are all equivalents of I don't know. And then another thing, that examiner may be shocked when he said that he didn't think Ramayana, Mahabharata related to history. Why did you say that? You have no clue? They are. There is a historical evidence that they took place, but in bare minimum. Bare minimum. What I am saying is that mythology can be based on some historical events, whereas you are saying it is none. But what is good from interview point of view is that he did not become tense when I told him, no, there is a historical. He just said, I never thought, I didn't know. That's all. In terms of prelims, he may lose a bit. In terms of interview, he gains. But now read that history part. So you can be knowledgeable and spoil it, and you can be ignorant and get more marks. So that he was not tensed, he didn't feel very bad about not knowing, he just said, no, I thought like that. That's all. Maybe I am wrong. That's what interview is. Students say it is not knowledge based, it is personality, but they do not exactly know what it is. They know it is not knowledge based, but they do not exactly know what does it mean. It means these things. The ability to say I don't know. Because to say I don't know, you are saying many things. You are saying that I understood the question. I understood how much I know. And I have the courage to say I don't know. These are all aspects of personality, aspects of a good personality. It's good. So, corruption, folate. And then sometimes extend, for example, mythology. Then he said, yes, first he said it is not possible, but then he gave an example. For example, Einstein said Gandhi, people won't believe about Gandhi. So he's saying as a kind of an elaborating my point that maybe that's possible. That shows ease in conversation. He didn't think, already I said it like this, how can I add an extra point to defend his viewpoint? That is why the whole thing like this is good. People are learning from others' interviews. So it is about conversational efficiency. It is not about great answers. It's about conversational efficiency. Ease in communication. People target great answers. People should target great answers, but only as initial answers. But after that, it is about conversation. They should work to give their first answers best. But after that, it is about conversation. So the way he had conversation regarding freedom struggle is a mythology. Is a good conversation. Not that he defended this side or that side, but just he said it, then I said something else. Then he said, okay, yes, this seems likely, even Gandhi. That's all. It's over. So you prepare to give your best as the first answer, to arrive at first best answers. But after that, go by conversation. So the difference between you two is that you are giving a good answer, but during the conversation it is not rising. Because you are operating from the previous.